Hello! Welcome back to gardening class. Today we will learn about garden tools and their function. So, Sunrise School have some tools or garden tools that will help us during activity gardening class. So, it really help us. So, if you're curious, what is that garden tools and what is that their function? So please go to the next slide. Okay, so here is some garden tools that we have in our school, and I will explain you one by one.
SICKLE. SICKLE is used for harvesting or reaping grain crops or cutting succulent forage, chiefly for feeding livestock, either freshly cut or dried as hay. Pruning saw. Pruning saw is a tool with the same sharp teeth as saws used for cutting lumber. But pruning saws are intended for trimming live shrubs and trees. And this is the big pruning saw. And this is the small pruning saws. How big and the small of pruning saws, it depends on how big the stem that we cut with the pruning saw. Garden pruning shears. Garden pruning shears are used to cut, clean, remove, and trim any unwanted branches and weeds. They can be used to give shape to your brushes, safely cut thorny flowers such as roses, and remove damaged foliage. And also sometimes in our school, garden pruning shears we use for harvesting tomato. Small garden fork is used for loosening, lifting, and turning over soil in gardening and farming. This is the small garden fork. Hand cultivator is a tool that used for turn the soil where you plan on planting and for removing weeds. Garden trowel. Garden trowel used for breaking up earth, digging small holes, especially for planting and weeding, mixing in fertilizer or other additives, and transferring plants to pot. For transferring plants to pot, we use the small and pointed sharp on the top of the garden trowel. Weeding hoe. Weeding hoe is used to cut or sever weeds near the surface without disturbing the roots of other plants nearby. Hoes come in all shapes and sizes, and their selection will depend on what job they are needed for. Shovel, or sometimes we call it spade, is a tool for digging, lifting, and moving bulk materials such as soil, coal, gravel, and sand. There are two types of shovel based on the iron top: the square shovel and the pointed shovel. Garden hoe. Garden hoe used to shape soil, remove weeds, clear soil, and harvest root crops. There are two types of garden hoe that we have: the small garden hoe and the big one. They have different functions based on how large area they work on. Garden fork and rake. Garden fork is used for loosening, lifting, and turning over soil in gardening and farming. There are two kinds of garden fork: small garden fork and big garden fork. In the picture, it is the big garden fork. Rake. Rake is a broom for outside use and used to collect leaves, hay, grass, and in gardening for loosening the soil, like weeding and leveling, removing dead grass from lawns, and generally for purpose performed in agriculture by the harrow. Watering can or watering pot is a portable container usually with a handle and a funnel used to water plants by hand. Sprayer. Sprayer is a tool to spray a liquid, where sprayers are commonly used for projection of water, fertilizer, gloves, and boots. Gloves make us free from harmful hidden bacteria in the soil. It keeps our hands dry and clean. And boots with heavy soles helps in pressing the spade or shovel while digging the soil. They help in preventing tripping or falling in the garden. Wheelbarrow is used for shifting soil, fertilizer, plant waste, and harvest. Hedge shears are used for removing whole branches, while hand hedge shears are designed to cut a number of small branches at the same time. Garden hose is used to watering plants with large garden.